Hey everyone, this is Nick Larue from Film Snobbery here at the 25th annual FirstGlance Film Festival in Phoenixville, Pennsylvania at the Colonial Theater. That's so much to remember off the top. It's like answering phones at a big company and they have like all those things you got to say. But I'm here with somebody. Who am I here with?
Hi, I'm Jameson Connors, director and co-producer of Another Night Out.
All right. And for the folks who are not here, they should be here, they're not here. Why aren't you here? Tell them what it's about.
Yeah, so it's a movie about a couple who comes home after a night out on the town, and they are having what they expect to be a normal night, and they hear somebody at their front door kind of getting inside in a home invasion. And what they aren't prepared for is who they come into contact with, which, no spoilers, but it makes them question everything about reality, and it gets pretty spooky and fun at the end, yeah.
And are you a Philadelphia local here at the FirstGlance Film Festival? You are.
I am, yes. Yeah, I'm actually from Phoenixville. So when I submitted this film, I didn't know that it was going to be happening here at the Colonial. And when I heard, I was so excited. We've got a huge crowd here today. So
Fantastic.
It's going to be really fun.
Hometown hero over here.
Yeah.
That's great. What got you into making movies?
Ooh, man, I've been making movies for a very long time. In my backyard as a kid, I had a little camcorder, but I think what I really love about making movies is the collaborative experience that comes from it. I work to make money. I'm an assistant director and a producer as well. So it's just nice to be in an environment with other people who kind of share that creative vision and are very excited to be there and supporting a story that, you know, my roommate wrote it. I didn't write it myself, but to have everybody come out, we had quite a few people working for free or for lower rates for the tiny budget that we had.
Tiny budgets.
And it was really magic, and that's why I keep doing it. That's why I want to keep doing it, is just that atmosphere of collaboration and kind of making lightning in a bottle happen.
Great. I like that. Now, what attracted you to your roommate's script other than was she late on the rent?
That's a good question. Yeah. No, she had approached me with the script last summer and was like, I'm going to start a Kickstarter on it, and if you want to read it, just let me know. And I think that in a lot of thrillers, sometimes a lot of world building has to happen before you can get to the action. But her script was so concise and so fatless, like it was just it was a perfectly round story in 10 pages. So our short is under 10 minutes. And yeah, I was really taken aback by how quickly she could introduce us to this world and kind of bend it. It was great. Yeah.
I was going to say, do you read something and you're like, oh, screw you. Like, I'm the one who does this.
I was a little jealousy, I was like, why didn't I think of this? Damn, okay.
Do you enjoy, I know you said you like the collaborative nature of filmmaking, and is there anything you haven't done yet that you want to do?
Ooh, like as a project? Or,
sure.
Yeah. My writing style is very different from thriller, action, anything like that. I'm a lot more into character-driven stories, so I'm hoping I actually just wrote a new script that I'm hoping to create into a short proof of concept.
Cool.
And I think it would be fun to direct something I've written. I think it would be a challenge. I think I might be a little precious with my own writing, but that would definitely be something I'd want to do next.
Now, you are a person who is from Phoenixville, but you are not currently in Phoenixville. You are over where the magic happens.
I am.
In the Holly of Woods.
In Los Angeles.
In the Los Angeles. How long have you been in LA for?
3 years, over 3 years.
And have you feel like you finally have gotten it dialed in now?
Totally. Just now, though.
Just now. It took a while.
It took a while.
For me, it took 2 years.
Yep. That's what my cousin told me, too. When I first moved to LA, he's like, you got to give it 2 years. And I moved about 9 months before the pandemic. So I think that there was also a little bit of a lag with that, of being
I think so too.
Home for a long time. But yeah, I really love it. I live in Northeast Los Angeles in Highland Park, and that area and the community that I've gotten there is just so amazing.
We lived in the same community.
Neighbors.
So, neighbors.
Actually,
you know who is your neighbor, unless he's still there, is Mark Maron.
Yes, I did know that.
Yeah, he lives like right up the street from
down
you.
the street.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember when Barack Obama came to visit him, and they closed off the entire neighborhood. And I'm just like, I just want to go home. I'm sitting there with my burrito.
Yeah, and that's like a normal neighborhood, too,
Yeah.
to have it closed off for a former president.
A former president.
Pretty wild.
pretty wild. So as far as, you know, your LA experience so far, have you gotten all of your LA stories yet to feed the machine of your further scripts of like, okay, I've had the roommate who was going to kill me, and I've got the funny roommate, and now we have, you know, the one who thinks they're always in a sitcom. And do you have the one that's magical yet, or thinks they are?
Not yet.
Okay.
I've seen my show of close-up magic though in my time in LA. Lots of people doing close-up magic.
A lot of close-up magic. A lot of just trickery in general going on in Los Angeles, I found.
Yeah.
You know, just
It's so funny.
yeah. Just anyone asking you to pull it off of anything out of a hat that is not firmly in the air, don't do that. Yeah.
You will not pick a card if
No.
you don't want to waste 20 minutes of your day. Honestly.
Absolutely.
Can't pick a card. Can't take it.
Have you now when you're in LA? It's a embarrassment of riches, of film festivals and of film events. I don't think I was there for 6 years. I don't think I paid to go see one movie. And I have friends that even say like if you're paying for movies in LA, you're doing LA wrong.
That's so true.
So do you? I mean, what are some of the experiences that you've gotten to have that have like furthered your kind of like this inspired me to go do something else?
Yeah, so I work in film production full-time as well, and I've gotten the opportunity to work on a couple of indie projects as an assistant director, which is far more on the technical side than anything. But I feel like being on those projects, especially, I worked on The Social Dilemma a few years ago, the documentary, as an assistant director, and that was a really like life-changing experience in watching kind of what I love about filmmaking come to light and have a bunch of people who just really care about this story. And that's been being on set and being around other people, no matter if it's a commercial or a short film or, you know, a passion project I'm doing for a friend. I feel like that has been the most inspiring for me. Yeah. I've done my fair share of film fests and like local theaters though. $5 matinees. There's plenty of them there.
Absolutely. And then, you know, there's always all those black box theaters and stuff like that too. There's always a show, some kind of improv going on somewhere. Yeah. Someone's got a roommate.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly right.
They're late on the rent. They're just trying to get through this month. You know?
They're working through it.
They're working through it. That's all LA
and
is. It's a bunch of people working through it. Well, hopefully the audience here, you know, responds to what you're putting up on the screen tonight. I'm sure it will because you kind of stacked the deck a little bit there. A little bit. A little bit.
Hometown hero.
Hometown hero. A little bit. You know? But I want to thank you for taking a minute in your busy schedule here, to come in and speak to me here. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks.